Hello, guys. Welcome to Richmond for the Chevy Rock and Roll 400. Yes, I know that was the old name of the race, but I'm still gonna keep it like that. On the pole today is the 47 of Mark Gillette. Second is the 22 of Pichu. Third is the 83 of Deegan Ponder, and on the outside of him is Emily Duong. Row 3, the 43 of Billy Bishop, and Alexander Jones in the 21. Row 4 is Connor Breton in his last race, and Ryan Waldis. Row 5 is Zach Mayo and the 33 of Christopher Martin. And row 6 is Julian Airy and Alan Duong. Row 7 is Keith Batson and Jessica Lawrence, who's in her last race. Row 8 is Riley Ogle and Rovarevu in the 14. Row 9 is Andy Tran and the 7 of Chris Dollarton.
Start your
Row 10
engine.
is Stephen Bush and Connor Horn. Row 11 is Rob Waldis and Avi Sachs. Row 12 is Kyle Perry and Kenny Johnson. And Rob Waldis did not get going on the start there. And now the inside line will have to catch up. As Pichu's coming down pit road at the beginning of the race, so we have controversy striking already as the green flag is out, and some guys are still trying to catch up. But this might be a wreckfest race, so just hope for the best. Oh, Connor Breton's around, and is he gonna save it? Close enough. Oh my God. Oh, Connor Horn's in the wall. And he collected the 16, the 55, the 28, the 77. Is that the 29 around? Yes, it is. We've got cars everywhere. The 16. And we had more wrecking on the front stretch, it looks like. It's a miracle, as Deegan Ponder has taken the lead, and Rob Walls is out with a header problem. So, there's Pichu, there's Aaron Williams, Matt Smith, Chad Smith, Tim Waycross, Peter Saviano. This is the first person I saw go around. Connor Breton in the 18. So, well, it looks like Connor Breton's running to the inside of Christopher Martin and Ryan Waldis. They're coming out of turn 2 right here. And then Christopher Martin right there is going to hook Ryan Waldis, come down into Connor Breton, and then he's going to go around. Zach Mayo's going to get a piece of it, and he's really alone, spun in the back straightaway. And then over here, something happened to Connor Horn, because he just kind of slid up. Oh, the 39 tried to get going, and he hit the side of the 56, and the 56 slides into the wall. And right there, Tom Bourne drills him. Now, we have more wrecking with Alan Duong in the 19. Julian Airy and Keith Batson are to his inside, and then he just gets hooked, and he goes around. Riley Ogle gets a piece of it. And others. And there's Tom Bourne on the inside with some damage. And then I saw a few cars spun out on the back over here. It looks like somebody is trying to get over here. I think Aaron Williams. No, I think Tim Waycross actually. He slows up. He spins it out. Aaron Williams spins it out. Chad Smith spins it out. Matt Smith spins it out. And then there was just a pile up of cars there. The 19 got it going relatively quickly. And that's practically it. And it looks like Pichu is not going to go a lap down. And Deegan Ponder is your leader. Alright, we are back with, and only one car retired after that, and that was Tom Bourne in the 16. So, we have one car lap down, that's the 56 of Connor Horn. Here's your top 10 starting lineup. Deegan Ponder is the leader. Second is Mark Gillette. Third is Alexander Jones. Fourth is Emily Duong. Fifth is Billy Bishop. Sixth is Christopher Martin. Seventh is Ryan Waldis. Eighth is Keith Batson. Ninth is Riley Ogle. And 10th is Alan Duong. Some of these guys at the back, in the backside, the top 10, have some damage from that previous incident. Oh, we saw Riley Ogle and Alan Duong go around, so it'll be interesting to see if they will be slow or if they'll stay on the pace. Oh, there goes Julian Airy! He saved it. It looks like the 39 I saw go around. Look out! Oh, the 13, the 51, the 15, the 30, the 31, the 36, and a lot of cars are piled in. This is a mess on the back straightaway. Andy Tran's got some damage. Rhett Yates has some heavy damage. Just so many cars with heavy damage after that. Riley Ogle got some more damage. Your third place Deegan Ponder's got some damage. I don't know where that came from. Mark Gillette's somehow taking the lead. But lots of things happen right there, and that might cause a lot of people to retire. I saw Andrews Ponder go around first. Yeah, here he is. He's coming out of turn 2 right here, running 18th, and then Kenny Johnson just turns him around. As you can see up there, Julian Airy. Oh, I think Julian hit the wall. Yeah, the refinery returns him there. He's gonna hit the wall pretty hard. He saves it, but when he's coming back up on the racetrack, right there, Andy Tran has absolutely nowhere to go, and he gets into the 51, and they go spinning. Andy Tran gets some more damage somewhere. Oh, that's where he got it. Now they're all spun, and then Stephen Bush gets drilled by the 15 of Tyler Manson. Then Evan Smith has nowhere to go. Connor Breton, Charles Jackson, Chad Smith, Tim Waycross, John Waycross, Anders Ponder, Alexander Williams, Peter Saviano, Aaron Williams, it looks like missed the whole thing. And they just pile in. Now, something even more happened over here, because apparently I saw the 83 car of Deegan Ponder had gotten some damage somehow. Oh, did he move to the back of the 47 car? And the 47's gonna come up right in front of him, and then Deegan just, he just ran into the back of the 47. Now, Luke Walker, last week's winner, Luke Walker, to be in fact, is avoids the whole thing that's happening in front of him. But then he's on the apron, and then he comes up, he slides, Jake Johnson slides, Jack Richards slides, and they all go around. Then Rhett Yates drills Luke Walker, and that's where Rhett Yates gets his damage. And Connor Horn got his lap backs, and it looks like Mark Gillette with that damage is going to be your leader. We'll assess the damage. We'll assess the cars that are out after this wreck when we're about to go back to green. Alright, there were a lot of cars that retired from that. 40th is Tyler Manson, Stephen Bush, Evan Smith, Chad Smith, Peter Saviano, Anders Ponder, Connor Breton, and Alexander Williams is now a lap down in 33rd. We have 33 cars left on the racetrack, 32 of them on the lead lap, as here we go, green flag. Mark Gillette's the leader, Alexander Jones second, Deegan Ponder third, fourth is Emily Duong, fifth is Christopher Martin, sixth is Billy Bishop, seventh is Ryan Wallace, eighth was Keith Batson, ninth was Riley Ogle, and 10th was Robert Revu. And that looks like just about it, and we have some cars with some pretty heavy damage trying to stay on the pace. As Mark Gillette and Alexander Jones are battling out for the position. But it looks like Mark Gillette led that lap. This is a dangerous pack back here. Look out. I'm very, very surprised they haven't wrecked yet. And Julianaire is very, very off the pace. As Alexander Jones takes the lead from Mark Gillette. Here comes Emily Duong with Deegan Ponder, and we have a caution out. Andy Tran and Luke Walker, and Aaron Williams just got a piece of it. Kenny Johnson's got some heavy damage. It looks like Connor Horn's been around too. And Mark Gillette's gonna take the lead coming to the caution flag. They better look out, because they might run into the back of somebody. Alright, so everything's good. Looks like Deegan Ponder managed to stay relatively up to speed after that damage, though, so he doesn't look to be affected too much. Whoa! Matt Smith's got some heavy front-end damage from somewhere, and Leia Walker's got some damage, too. So it looks like the wreck on the front straightaway might have caused more chaos here at Richmond. Because I remember that Leia Walker did not have all that damage. Well, I told you this was a dangerous pack, and Kenny Johnson, Leia Walker, and Kyle Perry are all three wide, and Kenny comes up into his teammate. They hook together and they go hard into the wall. Kenny gets some heavy damage. Leo gets some heavy damage. And Alexander Williams is around here. It looks like Keith Batson's not too happy with her, and he just turns her down to Zach Mayo, and she's around in front of everybody. Then Kenny Johnson comes down into Matt Smith, and then I think and Luke Walker's around here in the 93 car or something. I think he was trying to do the same thing he did. Oh no, this time he was perfectly fine, but oh no, he spun it out anyway. And then Andy Tran does the same thing, literally. Yeah, he just spins it out right there. And then Aaron Williams is coming out and plows into the 93. And that's basically what happened. And Mark Gillette is now your leader again with Emily Duong second. And we will go back for the restart. Well, we will restart with lap 21 of 60. And the only car out of the race after that was Kenny Johnson. So Alexander Williams is still a lap down in 32nd. Mark Gillette's your leader. Emily Duong second. Third is Alexander Jones. Fourth is Deegan Ponder. Fifth is Billy Bishop. Sixth is Riley Ogle. Seventh is Christopher Martin. Eighth is Ryan Waldis. Ninth is Alan Duong. And 10th is Chris Stollerton. 11th is Zach Mayo. 12th is Keith Basson. 13th is Roy Balraven. 14th is Jessica Lawrence. 15th is Dylan White. 16th is Pete Chu. 17th is Kyle Perry. 18th is Avi Sachs. 19th is Jack Richardson. 20th is Tim Waycross. And that's basically all the guys who were up to speed. And I just saw, yeah, there they go. Ooh, my God. Oh, Deegan Ponder's around. Keith Batson's around. We have a mess in the backstretch. Look out, everybody. Oh my God, this is bad over here. Look out. How did they make that work? I have no idea. Avi Sachs, Tim Waycross, Keith Batson. Quite a few drivers went around. Looks like Aaron Williams might have gotten a piece of it. Again. Jack Richards got some damage, it looks like. Deegan Ponder I saw go around in the 83, but he looks like he managed to keep it relatively well going. But he was the first one to go around, I saw. I think he got turned off of the nose of... Yeah, Alexander Williams dive bombs Billy Bishop, and he sends the 83 into the wall. They managed to save it. Keith Batson, not so much. So, apparently Zach Mayo did not get to a very good restart, because as soon as they crossed the line here, Keith Batson goes under Zach Mayo, and Robot Arabu goes under Keith Batson. And they're 3 wide into turn 2. Keith's literally rubbing against the 99, and they're just so high up into the corner, there's no way they can keep it off the wall. And Keith's going to go around, and Jack Richards over here, he's going to pound the inside wall. And Tim Waycross and Avi Sachs, they are just innocent victims because Keith Batson comes right across the track, and so does Zach Mayo, gets into Avi Sachs and Tim Waycross, and they go around. Now, I want to see what this 56 car saw, because he just barely missed the 9 car. Watch this from Connor Horn's point of view. There they are wrecking. There goes Jack Richards. There goes the 9 and the 77. Look out! So, Mark Gillette is your leader, and we will take you to the restart. Alright, lap 26 of 60. No cars retired from that. Alexander Williams is still a lap down. Mark Gillette's your leader. Second is Emily Duong. Third is Alexander Jones. Fourth, Deacon Ponder. Fifth, Christopher Martin. Sixth, Chris Dalton. Seventh, Billy Bishop. Eighth, Alan Duong. Ninth, Dylan White. 10th, Riley Ogle. 11th, Rivard Reeve. 12th, Jessica Lawrence. 13th, Ryan Waldes. 14th, Pichu. 15th, Kyle Perry. 16th, Charles Jackson. 17th, Zach Mayo. 18th, Jack Richards. 19th, Leo Walker. 20th, Jake Johnson. 21st, Luke Walker. 22nd, Andy Tran. 23rd, John Waycross. 24th, Keith Batson. And 25th, Julian Airy. As we are going back to the green flag, and Alexander Williams is going to pull a 4-wide move. How they managed to make that work, I have no idea. How they managed to get through turn 2 like that, I have no idea. And Emily Duong takes the lead from Mark Gillette coming to the caution flag, and we have a mess. Kyle Perry, Rhett Yates, Connor Horn, Julian Airy, Chris Dollarton's got heavy damage. He's smoking. Aaron Williams and Tim Waycross look like they just spun. There goes Pichu around. Pichu's got damage. Christopher Martin's got damage. Cars have a lot of damage now. Lots of cars with damage. Andy Tran's smoking. But the first car I saw around was the 55 car of Matt Smith. Because he was around up here in turn 2. Aaron Williams dive bombs Tim Waycross, and they try and go 4 wide like they did up there, but Connor Horn just drifts up the racetrack, gets into Aaron Williams and Tim Waycross, and they're going to clip Matt Smith, and Matt Smith's going to smack the wall. Tim Waycross gets a piece of it. But then, we're not done yet. Whoa, Chris Dollarton, who was running 7th at the time, I believe. Maybe not even 7th, something like 6th. He's 6th, yeah. I knew they wouldn't make this 4-wide situation work. So they go 4 wide trying to split the lap car of Alexander Williams. And Chris Dollarton gets into Christopher Martin, who just barely misses the 83, and they go around. Chris has some heavy damage now. And then Riley Ogle, and then Pichu just gets sent into the wall hard by Jessica Lawrence, who's trying to avoid it. No, Ryan Wallace, actually. Yeah, Ryan Wallace right there turns Jessica Lawrence. And that's where Christopher Martin gets his damage. He gets into Pichu when he comes down the racetrack. And then over here, I don't know what happened to the 10 car, but the 10 car had some pretty heavy damage. Oh, it looks like the 93 car did it. It looks like the 88 car went around trying to avoid everything. So he spins. Charles Jackson gets a piece of him. And does no, Andy Tran runs into him. And then Connor Horn and Julian Airy trying to avoid it. They just plow in. If you look here. Yeah, Connor Horn and Julian Airy are innocent victims. And then right there, as they're trying to avoid it, they spin spin the cars out, and they just plow in. Now, what I want to see is how Pichu got down here. Oh, he just spun the car out and basically stopped it right here. See, watch. Watch, as he comes here, he just comes down here and says, okay, I'm going to spin the car out. There you go. And he spins it around. And now we'll have even less cars in the race, as Emily Duong is your leader. Alright, we are going to go back to green on lap 3 of 60. And we have 4 cars out of the race. Pichu, Chris Dollarton, Andy Tran, and Kyle Perry after that incident. 2 cars a lap down, Alexander Williams and Rhett Yates. You have 28 cars on the racetrack, 26 are on the lead lap. Alexander Williams and Rhett Yates are not. Emily Duong's the leader. Mark Gillette's second. 3rd is Alexander Jones. 4th is Billy Bishop. 5th is Deegan Ponder. 6th is Dylan White. 7th is Alan Duong. 8th is Rod Valribu. 9th is Riley Ogle. And 10th is Jessica Lors. 11th is Ryan Waldes. 12th is Jack Richards. 13th is Charles Jackson. 14th is Luke Walker. 15th is John Waycross. 16th is Jake Johnson. 17th is Ava Sachs. 18th is Zach Mayo. 19th is Leia Walker. And 20th is Keith Batson. So, anyway, Mark Gillette's moving to the inside of Emily Duong, and they're smacking the wall back there. Hopefully we'll have a clean race the rest of the way. Not expected, though. Mark Gillette takes the lead. Alexander Jones looking for 2nd. Billy Bishop looking in 4th. 5th, Alan Duong. 6th will be Dylan White. 7th, Rod Valribu. 8th, Jessica Lawrence. 9th is Deegan Ponder. And 10th is Riley Ogle. As they're trying to go 4 wide out of turn 2, they tried it again. This time Luke Walker's not gonna get the good end of it. And he's gonna go around. And the clean race, it looks like we might have, is gone, and Alexander Williams has spun around. Hopefully she doesn't get hit. I think we wrecked back here. No, we didn't. Alright, so that was a relatively clean caution. But I'm not too sure if Luke Walker's going to be able to stay in the race. This race, I don't know what to say. But anyway, Luke Walker's running 13, and Jake Johnson's trying to make it 4 wide under Ryan Waldes and Jack Richards, and they just start beating and banging, and then Jake Johnson just turns Luke Walker hard into the wall, goes to 93, last week's winner, and that's basically the whole story. Now, Alexander Williams has another story. Deegan Ponder is going to send her around on the front stretch. And that's basically all that happened to the 31 Wheatie Chevrolet. And Mark Gillette has taken back the lead, trying to get his first win of the season. And hopefully we can get this race relatively clean. Alright, we are going to go back to green on lap 40 of 60. We have no cars out of the race after that, but we had an extra car lap down, and that is now Aaron Williams, along with Alexander Williams. So Mark Gillette's the leader. 2nd is Alexander Jones. 3rd is Billy Bishop. 4th is Emily Duong. 5th is Dylan White. 6th is Alan Duong. 7th is Rod Valribu. 8th is Jessica Lawrence. 9th is Riley Ogle. 10th is Deegan Ponder. 11th is Jack Richards. 12th is Ryan Waldes. 13th is Jake Johnson. 14th is John Waycross. And 15th is Tim Waycross. 16th is Charles Jackson. 17th is Zach Mayo. 18th is Keith Batson. 19th is Leia Walker. And 20th is Connor Horn. I just hope this race can go clean to the end. And Rhett Yates is kind of slow. So is Aaron Williams and Alexander Williams. We're going to hope for no cautions, maybe. It looks like we're relatively clean. Zach Mayo had some trouble coming off of turn 2, but he looks like he saved it. And Mark Gillette's checking out. Looks like did we? No. Yes! We finally completed a lap under green. Oh, never mind. Julian Airy, Leia Walker, and Christopher Martin have wrecked on the front stretch. And Christopher Martin's day looks like to be done. Car looks to have lost power. And we wrecked in turn 2. Connor Horn, Dylan White, Deegan Ponder, and Riley Ogle. Yeah, this race is complete junk. Mark Gillette's the leader. Let's just hope for a miracle. Alexander Williams around in the front stretch. Last lap. Yep. 4 wide again. Rodrigo hooks Jessica Lawrence into Al Doing into Alexander Williams. They save it. Not so lucky back here. These guys. Connor Horn gets into Avi Sachs, and then he gets into Leia Walker. Christopher Martin smashes into them, and then right here, Julian Airy gets a piece of it. And then we wrecked in the front stretch. What do you know? There's Dylan White and Deegan Ponder. Deegan, who was having such a good run until this. And then there goes Alexander Williams. Riley Ogle turns Dylan White into Deegan Ponder. Charles Jackson's going to get a little piece of it. It's a miracle we didn't wreck much further, but Riley Ogle's going to smack the wall. And that's going to cost him a few spots. So, great race, huh? But anyway, let us head to the next. Alright, we're going back to green on lap 46 of 60. Only one car retired after that, and that is Christopher Martin. Alright, Mark Gillespie, your leader. Emily Dewey second. Billy Bishop third. Alexander Jones fourth. Fifth is Jack Richards. Sixth is Jessica Lawrence. Seventh is Alan Dewey. Eighth is Jake Johnson. Ninth is Tim Waycross. 10th is Red Rodriguez. 11th is Ryan Wallace. 12th is Keith Basson. 13th is John Waycross. 14th is Zach Mayo. 15th is Avi Sachs. 16th is Charles Jackson. 17th is Matt Smith. 18th is Luke Walker. 19th is Riley Ogle. 20th is Dylan White. Alright! These lap cars are really getting in the way of everybody. Let's hope that... It looks like Aaron Williams is relatively up to speed. But not so much over there! Look out! Oh my god, that was close. Look out! Oh my god, how are we still green? Okay, never mind, we aren't. And Mark Gillette leads them back to the line. Matt Smith has wrecked Riley Ogle, Julian Airy, Dylan White, Connor Horn, and more. And that looks to basically make this race even worse. So the 56 car of Connor Horn, his day is done along with a few more trying to survive. But a lot of people are trying to Whoa! We actually had a flip. Okay, so Dylan White, Riley Ogle, Connor Horn, Leia Walker, and Matt Smith 5 wide. That's not gonna work at Richmond. Around goes Riley Ogle. Gets hooked off with Dylan White. Connor Horn gets a piece of it. There goes Matt Smith in the wall. And that's basically all you need to know. Julian Airy's going to run to the back of Riley Ogle. And that will end about 5 cars' days. And that'll leave us with about 23 cars on the racetrack. Anyway, this race is almost over. Thank God. I'm debating coming back here. I was going to, but I guess not. Alright, we're going to restart on lap 52 of 60. We have 26 cars on the racetrack. Connor Horn's the only one that retired. Mark Gillette's the leader. Second is Alexander Jones. Third is Emily Dewey. Fourth is Jack Richards. Fifth is Billy Bishop. Sixth is Jessica Lawrence. Seventh is Red Rodriguez. Eighth is Jake Johnson. Ninth is Tim Waycross. 10th is Ryan Wallace. 11th is Keith Basson. 12th is Alan Dewey. 13th is Zach Mayo. 14th John Waycross. And 15th is Charles Jackson. As we are going back to the green flag. Aaron Williams is kind of slow. Not really. Hopefully he will not cause any problems, though. Doesn't look like we have any problems right now. Oh my god. Oh! Ray H is upside down! On his roof. And he's sliding upside down on the back straightaway. Riley Ogle, Leia Walker, and a few more have wrecked. And caution flag is back out. But anyway, what happened here? Because I saw the 11 car go upside down coming out of turn 2. And we have even less, and we'll have even less cars in the race, as Rhett Yates is running 23rd a lap down when Keith Batson turns him down to John Waycross. Alexander Williams is going to get a piece of it. Rhett Yates is going to come down to Charles Jackson, who's going to flip him over. And that is it for Rhett Yates. Julian Ayres is going to get a piece of it. And Riley Ogle over here, coming back up on the racetrack, spins out, so does Leia Walker. End of story. The question now is, will we get this race restarted? Because if we don't, Mark Gillette's got this race in the bag. He's led most of it. We'll see. We will get this race restarted with 2 laps to go. Alexander Jones is the only car who retired. We have 25 cars on the racetrack. Mark Gillette's the leader. Alexander Jones second. Emily Dorong third. Jack Richards fourth. Fifth is Robert Raven. Sixth is Jessica Lawrence. Seventh is Billy Bishop. Eighth is Jake Johnson. Ninth is Ryan Wallace. 10th is Tim Waycross. 11th is Alan Dewang. 12th is John Waycross. 13th is Keith Batson. 14th is Charles Jackson. 15th is Zach Mayo. 16th is Ava Sachs. 17th is Deegan Ponder. 18th is Luke Walker. 19th is Leia Walker. 20th is Riley Ogle. 21st is Dylan White. Alright. Does Alexander Jones have the ability to make a last push? He's getting to the inside, but he slides off that corner. Oh, Tim Waycross! He's around! The race is over! Who's gonna get to the stripe first? Mark Gillette wins at Richmond! Tim Waycross smoking on the backstretch. I believe Tim Waycross got spun off the nose of Keith Batson. And he was having a top 10... No, that's Alan Dewang, a fellow Dodge. And Tim Waycross was having such a good run. 10th place when this happened. And this is the final caution of the race. Tim Waycross into the inside wall. Ending the race right there. And then it looks like Alexander Jones got loose off of turn 2, and he had it to the inside, and then he just couldn't get the run off of turn 4, and Mark Gillette is going to clear him and take this race at Richmond. But anyway, this race is over. Hopefully we will not have to... I'm thinking about not coming here, but we most likely will come here for the last race before the chase, as Mark Gillette is going to come across the line, and Mark Gillette is going to win the Chevy Rock and Roll 400 at Richmond. Almost every car here has battle scars on it. Everybody who finished should be proud of themselves. Tim Waycross is going to be the last car out of the race in 25th place, as we will show you the results of today's race at Richmond. So, there are your results. We're hoping maybe next time we come back here it'll be a cleaner race, but 60 laps of torture is over. Congratulations to Mark Gillette and the whole 47 JTG Daughtery Racing Team, sponsored by Kroger, the Toyota, and we will see you next week for actually the All-Star race. But first we need to. First the All-Star Showdown shall happen. And Mark Gillette will be the last person clinching himself into the All-Star race, and he is going to, he will join 11 other drivers who are already locked in. Guys who have to qualify their way in are Alexander Jones, Jack Richards, Emily Dewang, Road Revu, Billy Bishop, Whoever replaces Jessica Lawrence will not have to qualify their way in. Ryan Weldis is in. Jake Johnson is not. Alan Dewing is not. Keith Batson is. John Waycross is not. Charles Jackson is not. Avi Sachs is not. Zach Mayo is not. Luke Walker is locked in. Riley Ogle is not locked in. Deegan Ponder is not. Leia Walker is not. Dylan White is not. Aaron Williams is. Alexander Williams is not. Matt Smith is not. Julian Airy is not. Tim Waycross is not. Rhett Yates is not. Connor Horn is not. Christopher Martin is. Kyle Perry is. Andy Tran is. Chris Dollarton is not. Pichu is not. Kenny Johnson is not. Connor Breton is not. Anders Ponder is not. Peter Saviano is not. Chad Smith is not. Evan Smith is not. Stephen Bush is. Tyler Manson is not. Tom Bourne is not. And Rob Waldus is not. So, these are your results. Hope you enjoyed the race. And we'll see you next week for the All-Star Showdown. See you later, folks.